Hello, vinyl community, YouTube, BookTube. This is Berkshire Meg. I'm showing you some more hard to find, in some cases, electronic, avant-garde type books. It's just books. I'll start with this one. Painful but Fabulous: The Lives and Art of Genesis P. Orridge. If you don't know who Genesis P. Orridge is, shouldn't really be bothering watching this, I don't think. he was a lead hound show and the man behind Throb and Gristle, Psychic TV, and numerous other projects. Really interesting man, now deceased. There's other books out on him. You can get like a general copy quite cheap, but if you want like a first edition, they're nearly impossible to find and they cost a fortune. So if you ever do find anything by Genesis P. Orridge, pick it up, because you can always sell it on, because it's hard to get. This is a book, the story of him and his art. Loads of illustrated stuff, and it is impossible to find. It costs a fortune if you do find it, and it's worth having. Hundreds of quotes. It came out in 2002, and since then he's died, so it's even harder to find. Great book on a strange, disturbing man who had a vision. Music's not everybody's taste, but yeah, Genesis. If you can find it, buy it. Another member of Throb and Gristle, Cozy Fanny Tutti. This is called Ree Sisters, and it's the lives and recordings of Delia Derbyshire, Marjorie Kempf, and Cozy Fanny Tutti. Delia Derbyshire worked for BBC Electronic Workshops. Marjorie Kempf, 15th century mystic visionary, who wrote the first English language autobiography. Women throughout ages who had something to say. Myself, Delia and Marjorie, a trinity of the sacred and profane, sinners and saints of a kind, three defiant women with our individual unconventional attitude to life, untamable spirits, progressive thinkers living within the inherent societal constraints of our times. Yeah, great book. Very interesting women. Very interesting writer. Cozy Fanny Tutti. Talking of Cozy Fanny Tutti, here's her autobiography. Art, Sex and Music. This is the signed first edition, which is a paperback, but it's what it is. Interesting woman, not shy. There's more photographs of her naked than it is of her with clothes on. out there. But our music was with Throbbing Gristle, and later with Chris and Cozy and other things she's done. Interesting. She did live art things to video, to audiences. She was a stripper. She's not shy, as I said. And what an interesting woman. What an interesting read. Art, Sex and Music by Cozy Fanny Tutti. Fantastic. Interrogation Machine. Lie Back under NSK. This one's by Alexi Monroe. The story and it's slightly illustrated of the work from Lieback. This one came out in 2005. It's a must-have, and it's really expensive to find, really hard to find. If you do find one, buy it, because you'll be able to sell it for more than you bought it for, unless it's a ridiculous price. Look out for it in second-hand bookshops, because they might not know what they've got. Pick it up if you can find it. Interrogation Machine. Put me. Great. One that's not hard to find. Extreme Music. From Silence to Noise and Everything in Between by Michael Tao. It's exactly what it says in the tin. Illustrated. Big lists, big stories about every time of sort of extreme music. This is the first edition, 2022. Extreme scenes, loud, quiet, vulgar, fast. Extreme durations, long and short. Extreme records, layers cut, large, small, shapes, places, saw blades, pictures, picture discs. Non-vinyl, technological quirks, microcassettes, 8-track cylinders, extreme packaging, elaborate, disgusting, silent, damaged, unplayable, digital. If you like avant-garde, noise, extreme wall noise, anything extreme, it's worth having. Not hard to find, and it's not really cheap, 20 odd quid, but it's worth getting if you find it. Another book worth getting if you find it. It's not in this edition. It's not hard to find. England's Hidden Reverse. Coyle, Current 93, and Northwest Wound. A secret history of the esoteric underground. It's got a few pictures in it, but it's basically just a story of those three bands and what they went on to do and who they inspired. It's hard to get in the first edition. There are only 1,000 copies, and if you do find it, it'll cost you an arm and a leg. This one, still not cheap, 25 quid, but you can find it easily. It's an unlimited edition, but it's a great read. It's the only one I'll probably ever find. That'll do. England's Hidden Reverse. Really worth getting. Some electronic music. One of the first mainstream Gary Newman with Steve Mallin's Praying to the Aliens, an autobiography. Great book. 1997, first edition. Great. The Syrian Light, The Sun and Everything Else. Joy Division, Oral History by John Savage. With a strange, reflective cover. This one's a signed first edition. 2019. And it's the story of Joy Division. Great. Worth getting. Talking Joy Division and New Order. Bernard Sumner. Chapter and verse. New Order, Joy Division and me. First edition, 2014. Fortunately, not signed. But it's great. I used to have the Peter Hook books. And they got water damage, so I threw them out. But they're all signed. But they're not hard to find, so I will get them back at some point. So this is Permanence, Ian Curtis. Joy Division, Lyrics and Notebooks. Edited by Deborah Curtis and John Savage. It is first published in 2014, first edition. And it is lyrics and stuff. And I'm not going to flick through it, but it's a really good book. So this is Permanence, presents the intensely personal writings of one of the most enigmatic and influential songwriters and performers of the late 20th century, Joy Division's Ian Curtis. Great. Just a little thing I had with that. Unknown Pleasures, the life work of Ian Curtis and Joy Division. And it's a catalogue and poster from the show he did, Macclesfield, May to August 2010. Little catalogue, great. Hard to get. New Order by Kevin Cummins. Photos. Can't find it. What a date. Don't know what was written. It's really just a photo album, basically. Kevin's photographs are extraordinary and down to earth at the same time, and he's like that as a person, while looking at a very iconic thing. That was Johnny Marr. So, New Order. Don't know when it came out. Normally has a date and everything, and it's first edition, but I don't know. And Factory Records, the complete graphic album by Matthew Robertson. Everybody's probably got this. All the graphic work there is so beautiful from Factory Records. Great. First published in 2006. This paperback edition's 2007. It's lovely. Lovely album. And last but not least, Martin Way and Glenn Gregory of Heaven 17. And it's an interview with them. And signed by them both at the back. This is 2019. Limited artist signed edition. 393 of 450 signed copies. It's only small, but it's nice to have. So there you go. There's some of me more non-punk electronic type stuff. And next I'll go on to some punk, I think. Thanks for watching.